Good Times and One Day at a Time will return next Monday evening at their regular times and most of these stations.
And welcome back to the IWAR Network Tubecast. I'm your host, Alex G. And with me this evening, we have good old Matt Riley and we have Ryan Patrick. What's going on tonight, gentlemen?
Well, I heard the mayor of Willowick caused a lot of mayhem today.
The new mayor of Willowick has caused all types of havoc at the IWA offices. So he cut the power, apparently. So.
You know what it probably was? We didn't think of this. It's probably their Christmas party day. So they were throwing back some shots.
That's kind of early. I mean, mine is not until the 14th. That's my job. That's kind of the way it goes. I want answers. God damn it! What the hell happened? Was it 7 o'clock? You got BRL?
About that. Yeah. Well,
that's the latest it's been for a while. That hasn't happened.
I got the email with the results at.
Well, we thought their websites were funky today, right? Yesterday and today, the website was funky.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe somebody at the Christmas party spilled some whiskey on the server. They're like, oh shit.
Someone didn't pay their GoDaddy accounts.
The GoDaddy account taking a whole new meaning now.
Remember that was a thing? Remember that shit? They put the hot chick was on the commercial for the Super Bowl and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, my ACW trash talk didn't make it in. I thought I sent it. Apparently did not. So I resent it, and hopefully they can throw that in the online bulletin. If not, I will post it in the Facebook group so you guys can check it out. It's hilarious as always.
We have a Facebook group.
We do. We never post on it anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Well, I think that's kind of. I think the group chats are now taking over. Like it went in the waves, right? So it was like the message boards, and then it ended up being the Facebook group, and now it's just, the group messages, so the group text has taken that by wayside at this point. So, what are you gonna do? We're ever evolving.
It's a mess.
It is a mess. So I hope everyone did well this cycle. I hope there was many 501s out there. I don't think so, but I hope there was.
Oops.
All right. It seems like I think the audio is good, so I think we can start. So what does Johnny B got for us? Is he still mad at me for the Milli Vanilli stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure. All right, well, from Johnny B. Jr., and these are real email from the IWA's Johnny B. Jr., the guy who behind the game. So I would like to begin tonight's segment with a heartfelt salute to Matt and Alex for taking it upon themselves as a tribute to our dearly departed Catfish Rob and for doing such a fine job honoring his memory. I tried to incorporate some of the sentiments they expressed in my column in the IWA report, so those who aren't yet regular viewers could gain some sense of what they lost. Rob was definitely one of a kind, and I'm grateful he was able to defy the odds in his numerous medical conditions long enough to give and receive so much happiness in our little community. And yes, that was appreciate that. We're happy to do it. And I actually messaged one of his cousins because he had one of them had mentioned about like his I think he called it like virtual wrestling show or game, just to see if I get a hold of him. But yeah, Rob will be missed, and I'll cover some stuff about that later on, but definitely more to cover there. And now it's back to retaliating against Alex, who should, if there's any justice in the world, be sentenced to wearing Luther's "Don't Trust This Man" t-shirt at all times. The Lord of the Flies made sure that the tribute episode wasn't all about Catfish, pointing out that his YouTube channel now features Johnny B playlist. Be warned that only some of the items on said list have my blessing, while the remainder are jokes, funny jokes, to be fair, but jokes nonetheless. I'll leave deciding which is which as an exercise for the viewer. All right.
The more hilarious thing is the Rick Ashley video. It's like at the end.
Oh, did you Rickroll him?
I did.
All right.
I had no choice.
Continuing to derail what started out as a very touching tribute to Rob, Alex claimed that I wore Asics sneakers. Due to the prior episode, he'd requested via the chat window that everyone share their sneakers brand of choice. Johnny B. Jr. Although he repeatedly accused me of wearing New Balance shoes, it was an immediate no for me, with a salesperson informing me that I should try to buy a pair of Darn You, Alex. It was mandatory that I accept the free matching white belt and travel-sized bottle of Geritol. I've always been a Nike man myself, but there's always a period of time where I was known to sport some totally rad pony high tops.
Ah, my man.
I would have completed the ensemble with a members-only jacket, but couldn't find one in the color that complemented my Swatch watch. Oh, there you go. All right.
So, Matt, let's go ahead to answer the question. Matt, what sneaker was your sneaker of choice?
I've got Brooks right now.
Okay. And Ryan, what do you wear? Converses, slippers, Crocs.
Pumas.
Yeah, I just thought of stuff for work. My favorite pair ever were like, I can't remember if they were the Jordan 3s or 4. They were like, I remember white, and they were like baby blue, and they had like little mesh like thing going up to each of the sides.
I believe those are Jordan 4s.
No, I've tried to buy like a pair online. They're just so expensive.
$160. Yeah. So I just wear Jordan 1s all the time. That's basically the only sneaker I wear at this point. They're the cheapest ones. They're usually around $90. You get them on sale. But yeah,
one of the did you ever watch the Being the Elite, the BTE show?
I have. I've seen it.
Yeah, I remember many a time they would do shows about sneakers, and I had no clue it was such a big deal. People are like buying like $1,000 sneakers or whatever, or
like as a kid, like I had Griffeys. Those were sick. Look those up. Those are awesome.
Did you have Ruse?
I did not have Ruse. They didn't have them in my area or whatever. It was weird.
Sneakers for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
Like I went looking for them. I was gonna buy them because I was like, oh, fucking Rick Steiner wears them all the time. I'm gonna
That's
buy them.
right.
But like I had Air Pennies because of the Chris Rock Penny Hardaway commercial.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I had those.
I had after the Jordans, I had what was it, Reebok? The pump.
Yeah, I had that myself. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had those.
Yep.
Those are still expensive too, by the way. Jordan 11s are the goats.
I'm trying to think of the most expensive sneakers I ever bought. I think it were Hoka's. And they were comfortable, but they were like not good for work. Like your feet get beat up, so can't do it.
No.
All right, so carrying on, popular and respected IWAR manager / commissioner Scott, when he's not doing heel turns, that is, and had formerly suspected that I'd actually worn a members-only jacket in my tumultuous youth. He raised the following question in broadcast 203 via the chat, Matt window. What's the longest Johnny B's ever been in the hospital? Johnny B. Jr. says, I've been extremely fortunate in my lifetime. I've had nearly 0 hospital stays due to my own health, and the longest lasted only a few hours. Practically all the time I spent there consisted of visiting or accompanying other people and waiting to drive people home. It almost feels like a waste of time for me living so close to one of the top hospital systems in the country, but I suppose it's comforting to know that it'll be there when I eventually need it. I had a heart stress test 2 or 3 years ago, but the doctor kept calling me Mr. Perfect.
Very nice.
There you go.
So,
but did you throw the towel over your shoulder?
Rumor has it he was in there for 3 days because he got a penile reduction surgery. So I heard that was true.
Tough. All my vitals,
poking people's eyes out. So I don't know what you're doing.
all my vitals, such as weight and cholesterol, were within normal range, and I'm not on any prescription medications. They don't suffer from any serious or even semi-serious health issues. The few I do have are jokes, just not as funny as the songs on my playlist. But overall, my heart strength was only in the top 10 to 25% for my age group. Not exactly what I consider perfect, so perhaps he thought I resembled Kurt Hennig. The majority of my non-facial hair has yet to turn gray. Cue an appropriate remark from Alex. And no one ever believes me when I tell them my age, but I'm completely immune to the effects of aging. Have you seen the whole values lately? Keep fighting the good fight. Scott, because your son needs you and everyone that way needs you, in addition to creating interesting and successful characters with names as a certain host has a humorous difficulty pronouncing, coming up with clever, entertaining storylines like the one about WTL Commissioner's report being stolen, and co-running contests like Lethal Lottery that make things more fun for your fellow players, managers such as myself, who possess real-life ring experience, lend legitimacy to the game. Besides, who else has a chance of keeping Alex in line? Matt, please. Get well soon, Scott. We're pulling for you. So that was a little message there for Scott. And last I knew, he just got out of rehab today. So hopefully that's the next leg of the journey back, so to speak. Will go well. Let's see here. Next question. Was there a movie that Johnny B watched because of Scott's glowing recommendations on episode 157? Next answer. Yes, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. His assessment was right on imaginary money, and unlike every single one of Alex's film suggestions thus far, I can confidently recommend The Covenant to others without fear of being judged or placed on a watch list. Thank you, Scott.
You should watch Milk Money with Melanie Griffith. She plays a prostitute that gets purchased by an 11-year-old boy. And so for some reason, that's appropriate. It was like a kid's movie.
Was that like The Toy, but for like a prostitution?
Very, very similar.
Oh, boy. Who was the kid actor, you remember?
I don't know. It was Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason, though.
Oh, no. The toy, the kid was the kid from Christmas Story.
Was it?
It was. The kid who stuck his tongue on the pole. And not only that, he went into adult films. There you go. Not kidding. That's seriously the kid that put his tongue on the pole in Christmas Story went on to do porn.
So do you know, like, they did the sequel to that, like an actual sequel to it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I saw it.
You didn't care for it much?
It was all right. I mean,
there was actually a sequel before that too, which like no one ever watched. Just like Porky's.
I watched that one. It was terrible. That was terrible.
That's the one that took place in the 50s, and he's a teenager, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And then there was the one that he's an adult with his own kids.
Right. So, okay.
Whatever happened to Melanie Griffin? Didn't she marry Don Johnson?
Yes, isn't that Dakota Johnson their daughter?
Is it?
It is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
She has weird boobs.
Well, moving on. Speaking of Alex highly questionable suggestions, I watched Disorderlies as he requested. The wealthy aging uncle was played by legendary actor Ralph Bellamy, who also portrayed a rich old white man on another one of Alex's favorite films, Trading Places. Damn right. One thing I definitely did not enjoy about the movie was the scene where Buffy was running down a hallway, and the writers had him grasp, gonna catch a heart attack because a mere 8 years later, he was dead from a heart attack. Whoops. Something else I didn't care for was a note at the end of the film in which the writers revealed his character had gone on to become a heart surgeon because a mere 8 years later, he was dead from a heart attack. Not cool, Alex. Not cool. There you go.
I'm saying, if you're in a rap group called the Fat Boys, you die from a heart attack.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. Let's see here. I also rewatched a film I hadn't seen in decades, based upon positive reviews from both Alex and Matt. One Crazy Summer, damn right, was produced by A&M Films, and music produced by A&M Records. Alex and Matt, question mark.
Yeah.
Is it possible Alex was not only making music as a toddler, but John Cusack movies? Just like in Disorderlies, the cast included a rich old man who was fond of the main characters and could have solved their problems in record time, but chose not to. Presumably, so the story continued on for another 75 minutes. Also, there was a character named Buffy in both films. Something else they had in common was the ending credits of Disorderlies contained a joke in which the Fat Boys were struggling to correctly form a message that spread across the individual T-shirts. And One Crazy Summer used the exact same joke when introducing the Stork Brothers. The last thing I'll point out is at the beginning of the boat race, one of the stars mentioned Tito Ramirez would be wrestling Mr. Congeniality in 30 minutes, but the match was never shown. Disappointing. I will tell you, I in my youth, One Crazy Summer, like all the John Hughes films, Better Off Dead, especially Better Off Dead, super quotables. But I always love the scene in One Crazy Summer when they go to the rich banquet and he puts on the Godzilla suit and he starts running through the little small town. It's stupid, but I don't know. It does make me laugh. They call me Hoops. Yeah. So, All right. IWAR manager Wade, who owns a certain wrestler in the BBL, likely experiences disappointment every time the host mispronounces his grappler's name. I'm particularly surprised that Matt is unfamiliar with the terrible, fearsome, oh boy, Nuka-Levi, because Nuka-Levi is a monster in Dungeons and Dragons. At least it was when I played. My God, what the hell is that?
No, I
The
thought you
creature's
just had a
name-
stroke, buddy. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, the creature's name makes me think of my brutal, extremely unhygienic finisher, which I revealed in episode 134, the Pinochle. Yeah. I don't remember those monsters at all, that one in particular. Unless I always remember like we had a comment with my group, like we never played like underwater D&D adventures, so maybe it's a water beast. I don't know. But I'll have to look into that. A Nuka-Levi. Nuck-La-V.
You ever
Nuck-La-V.
watched the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon?
Of course.
They never made it home.
Well, there was actually I think it was a fan version, like for the ending.
Yeah.
But there's on YouTube. You can watch. It's like a 30-minute episode.
It's weird, like the guy,
And
like he's on this horse, but he has the wings, but the horse doesn't have the fucking wings. It's really weird.
Oh yeah. That whole here, I'll give it away because no one's gonna watch it. The way it works out is that because the kids never got back on the show, right? Well,
Yeah.
in this episode, the dungeon master, his mission, and so the guy with the wings, I think it was Venger was his name.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It turns out that he's actually like the son of the dungeon master, and he makes this deal where they basically like, get over their past things, whatever, and get together, and they have fun. And it was whatever. And the kids get sent home on the roller coaster and go back like it never happened, which I always feel is one of those things like, ah, man. But I was a fan of that show to a degree, but I didn't like the kid, like the barbarian kid having a
The
club.
small
like,
kid,
that
like I
was-
think he had the
yeah.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah, piss off, kid. Anyways, I was a fan of that show, but I played D&D since, well, I played it first from was like, fourth grade, fifth grade, through probably college, then stopped for a while, then picked up again in 2000. So, anyways, we'll try better with Nuck-La-V. Nuck-La-V. All right, I'll end the final trivia segment of 2025 by reminding the hosts and viewers alike that the IWA will be taking a 1-week break beginning on the 22nd. I encourage you to spend some quality time with the people you've been neglecting every Tuesday, or possibly working on polishing your TT, or at least take a 6-pack of your favorite beverage to a quiet place and enjoy the musical stylings of Smokey Alexander, whose songs are available for free on this very YouTube channel.
Sure is.
Although he apparently still hasn't done enough to earn his own dedicated playlist, not even a joke playlist like mine. Yeesh. What's a poor singer got to do for that privilege to actually exist? But for everyone who isn't in any way responsible for spreading misinformation about me, happy holidays. I'll see you next year. And he says, and he was asked about adding to the IWAR segment the Imaginmania winners, even though I wasn't one of them. Bah, boo. So, yes, I actually, a quick question for Johnny B to consume and ponder. First from Ryan, where I just headed here a second ago. Ryan, you can ask. You know what it was.
Just like how long?
Oh, go ahead.
How long does it take to do? Like, how much time is spent on start to finish getting gold done compared to like other feds? Like, is it just such a monster where it's like 8 hours for gold and 2 hours for everybody else, or is it like they start doing it on Monday for Tuesday because there's so much? I know it's the biggest one they have, so I was just curious how much time they spend on it.
I would assume that the inputting is probably what takes the most time. Because you
That
have
was
to
the
sit there and input all that shit in. It's going to take
I
forever.
can't imagine sitting there and reading all of our emails and just number by number putting them in. Like, if they ever thought about a website, upgrading the website, like we have like dropped, like it says like hold one, you click it in like drop down menu, like 1 through, what do we have, 1 through 30, 1 through 60.
He definitely sits there with like a pad, right? Like probably yellow paper, and just writing that shit down.
Well, I always wonder if they ever like after they like type in something for somebody or whatever, they just like has to take a walk because they're just like,
Dude, it seems like such a never-ending job.
I bet they enjoy the week off. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because I think I want to say I'm not gonna say there's multiple departments, but I think there's a strategy deal and there's let me get the TT into the bulletin deal. Like, I feel like there was a separate, like the construction of the bulletin versus someone entering all the strategies for every wrestler.
Well, my three things were, how long does it take compared to other ones? Two, they thought, has there ever been a talk of upgrading the website so we put them in ourselves, like drop down menus for each hold?
I've been pitching the e-form for 9 years at this point.
And three, did they just forget about, like, in the equation? Did they just forget about 28, 29, or was it like left off the bingo board for the whole year, or what happened there?
We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it this year. It will get you. Derek's Chromebook is dead, so he won't be joining us this evening, but he'll be in the chat, I'm assuming, somewhere around there. He says he's pretty sure that they print out every email. So,
Well, my Chromebook is dead. Yeah, sure it is. I will say this. I always wonder, too, like, if a player's like, hey, IWA, I want to make a new league, and the new league sounds great, right? And like, I don't want to put it in gold. They're like, fuck you. No. It's like, no new leagues.
That was I'm shocked they let me do that. I think it was a close call.
I think it was because it was you. That's why.
yeah.
But
I really don't think they want.
How many matches did ACW get this cycle again?
10 free?
980 or something like that.
Yeah, that's why.
Right. Bring that sweet cash.
Cha-ching!
All right, there it is. So that's our IWA trivia. Of course, if you have any questions for the IWA about IWA stuff or other random stuff, for example, IWA, do you have your holiday party in the office?
It's done virtually at this point.
Will we get any hangover emails from Johnny B? You'll only later.
I still might do a Tubecast for that week anyways, a holiday party fucking Tubecast. Just to hang out and do nothing. Talk nonsense.
Nice. All right, what are we leading off with?
Like a year in review.
Yeah, you can do your.
Yeah, that's true.
When do you get the results for the year-end awards?
We have 18 votes or nominations so far.
What I did earlier, vote?
I haven't seen it yet. I can tell you, actually, the players who voted so far: Brian, Glenn, Greg, Jason, Jamie, Patrick, Dan, Mike, Greg, Derek, Alex, Jeremy, Gary, Ryan, Adam, Jimmy, Catfish Rob himself voted, and a new player, Michael. I don't know if he's new or not. He's Empire in the ACW. His name's Michael McCallum. So, Michael, if you're listening, welcome. So there's one of your players there, Ryan.
Tommy Zulu didn't vote? Unbelievable.
Not yet,
Right.
but I'm going to be ringing the bell a couple more times on this. I figure we'll probably do again and like shoot for.
I need to get back-to-back Zulu awards this year. That's what I need. That's what I need. I'll put it right here on my desk.
Nice.
Okay.
Right, so we lead off with Ryan's Pride and Joy.
Yeah, let's start with the ACW. Sans Luther Alexander's trash talk.
No clue what he had to say.
It was a lot too. It was a lot.
We'll never know. We'll never know. All right, December number 17. 1 year of the ACW in the books. We have ACW League Champion Senior Lucha.
I can't believe it.
Hold off a miracle.
Legitimately hurts my feelings.
It took 2 cycles.
Oh yeah.
American Territories, Ernie Slayer. New England, Brody Bushmaster Jones.
Did they call me the Bushmaster in high school?
Well, this one's spelled with a C, so it's like the beer.
Oh.
Yeah. Atlantic Coast, the Fall Guy, Coach Sievers. Great Lakes, Big Daddy D, Doug Connor. Smoky Mountain, Shotgun James Carnage. I was waiting for the booze. Deep South, Jackknife Justice. Gulf Coast, Eddie Chavez. Texas Heartland, FedEx Bobby Brutal. Rocky Mountain, Luther Alexander.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Desert States, Primetime, Logan Thomas. And Pacific Coast, Phil Bedeau. League Tag Team Champions for the 4th time this year, Mud and Spud Mud. American Territories Tag Team Champions, Ken the Anvil Neidhart and Terry Garnia. ACW League 6-man champions, the Regulators. American Territories 6-man champions, Triple Threat Response Unit, and the Battle Royal winner, Archie Bushmaster Jones. We did 116 cards, 928 matches, 44 Battle Royal entries. So that going the first round into the commissioner's credit for the next pay-per-view is $49. We are coming off back-to-back cycles of the highest strategy. So hopefully everybody's using their 10 free matches last cycle and the coming up cycle. And then the big thing for this cycle was the Desert Storm pay-per-view.
Best pay-per-view in the history of the world.
Well, that's suspect. But we did start off with a McDonald's Funhouse match. Happy Meal and Tormented Timmy versus Jawbone Jack and Steel Sampson. Happy Meal had taken over Tormented Timmy. Jawbone Jack wanted him back. They went into the old abandoned McDonald's. And after super kicking a bucket of hot fry grease into Happy Meal, they were able to rescue Timmy and free him, and they won the match. The new number one contender for the ACW heavyweight title is Shrug Shadow after eliminating a record 10 men in one battle royal. Triple threat match, Brad the Executioner Hart versus AL Bloodthorn versus El Luchador Americano was won by El Luchador Americano. ACW heavyweight trios title match. The Regulators defeated the Triple Threat Response Unit to take the titles. The casket match. Luther Alexander versus Miles Maverick. Miles Maverick won after, if I have this right, they opened up the casket and
it was Terrible Ted, the wrestling bear, and Luther got mauled by a bear.
Got mauled by a bear. And Luther Alexander was thrown into the casket, which appears later.
Yeah.
New number one contender for the U.S. title is Ernie Slayer. In that one, which comes up later, Cowboy Jim Spurs showed up, who was not in the Battle Royal, and eliminated Keanu Thunder by putting a bull rope around his neck, dragging him out.
Good guy.
Hocus Crocus defeated Miles Maverick for the U.S. title. The number one contender for the trios titles are now Tormented Timmy, Jawbone Jack, and Steel Sampson. Number one contenders for the tag team titles are newly into the league here. Where'd they go? What am I missing? Workman and Corey Workman and John Whidden debut, and they win the title. They win the number one contender battle royal.
Like the famous basketball coach from UCLA?
John Whidden, yeah. It's pretty close. Pretty close.
Fair enough.
Ken the Anvil Neidhart and Terry Garnia beat the Regulators for the tag team titles. Then we had the Death Valley Death Match. Luther Alexander versus Swamp Sock Jr. Luther shows up in the casket by helicopter. Swamp Sock pulls off the upset, but we had a little surprise ending.
Yeah, so we had Senor Lucha came out in a solid gold helicopter, which we haven't seen since its last appearance, diving into the I guess the Boston Bay or whatever in the last pay-per-view. So the solid gold helicopter driven by Senor Lucha, who repels down and takes Luther's broken and beaten body and repels him back up into the helicopter, and he makes his escape out of the desert in Arizona, the Arizona heat. So he's gonna die. Fun was had by all, though.
Yeah, going back to the U.S. title number 1 contender battle royal, it came down to Ernie Slayer and Cowboy Jim Spur, but Keanu Thunder got his revenge by using the same bull rope to eliminate him. He wasn't in the match. Scrolling down.
Oh, the Glamour Girls. Sorry.
Get to the bull rope match with Keanu Thunder and Cowboy Jim Spur. Keanu Thunder won that one. And this sets him up for his final. Hopefully, he finally gets his hands on U.S. Male.
Oh.
In the last match, we have James Carnage defending his ACW heavyweight title against My Malice. Carnage wins. And at the end, Shrug Shadow steps out to the ring, and they have their face-off preparing for WrestleNova, which is the next pay-per-view. March 29th, 2026, seems so far away. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. And that is the ACW.
There it is.
All right, man. I dig that. So, like I said, Luther CT has posted it. I just posted it in the Facebook group for those who are interested and see what he had to say. You see an appearance by Rhonda Shear, by the way. So she makes an appearance. If you guys were big fans of USA Up All Night. Now, there's 2 versions of that show. There was the one that it was basically Rhonda Shear watching adult films with all the explicit action cut out and nudity cut out, so it was weird. There was also one with Gilbert Godfrey also, so they would alternate days. God. Yeah, it was weird. It's a good show, but she also made an appearance at WrestleMania, so she is wrestling. She did.
Luther has quite the entourage.
He does. I mean, like, he's a good friend. That's all I can say.
He's keeping a lot of people on payroll that haven't seen a payroll in a long time.
Steven Seagal, Vanilla Ice, Jack Hay, who made an appearance last cycle.
Jack Hay,
yeah.
Oh boy.
So I used to have a crush on her when I was a kid. I used to love watching 227. So that was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing.
She would fucking rock your world, to be honest. In all honesty, she'd suck you dry.
Oh, she's probably killed a man.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
More. She can't get enough.
It's hurting for a squirt.
Oh.
I'm going right to prison. They're going to put me in the cell right next to Diddy.
I just watched that documentary.
How was that, by the way? Was it any good?
It's okay. Like, I just like, the reason I really watched it is I like the, did you hear the whole, like, you know how 50 Cent produced it?
Yeah. He's just being petty at this moment.
Well, he's only, I guess if I got this right, he's only done one interview, like, promoting the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was on ABC, and someone else did get a chance to ask him, like, why did you only do ABC when all these other outlets? He says it's the only station they get in P. Diddy's prison.
If I was a wealthy person, I'd probably be that petty too.
Yeah, wow.
50 cents. What are you gonna do? All right, so I'll jump into the NWL because the rookies have to get their sleep. So
that's right.
NWL Bulletin 245, league champion Bo Blackheart, TV champion Stylen Savion Banks. Central Plains champion, Zizix. East Coast champion, G-Force, Gary Morris. Great Lakes champion is the Dream Killer, Nix. Midland champion, the Great Entertainer, Brian Clothier. Northeast champion, Tokyo Kid. Pacific Northwest, Dynasty, Terry Duncan. Rocky Mountain champion, Captain Midnight. Southeast champion, Magnum AI. Southwest champion, Wild Child, Rachel Kainsman. West Coast champion Mark the Fan Botch, league tag team champions, the Great Entertainer Brian Clothier and Gary Morris. That is the Maryland Militia. And once again, the TV tag team champions Magnum AI and Zizix. League 6-man champions winning another 5 free matches, the Maryland Militia. And your TV 6-man champions Captain Midnight, Stylen Savion Banks, and Crush Groove. And your Brad Award winner, Styling, Savion Banks. So what's going down in the NWL? Well, I got something for that. Let me go ahead and click it. This one's not very long. This one's not 12 minutes long like the last one was. Hold on. I got to share that screen and share the screen. I'll share that with you. Include sound. Okay.
Oh, preparing.
Whoop. Don't want to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Mooney here, and I hope you're sitting down because this NWL cycle didn't just go off the rails. It loaded the rails into a wood chipper and set the pieces on fire. We kick things off with Johnny Revolution standing at the literal grave of crippler Brett Steele, calling out Luther Alexander for abandoning the NWL to chase political office, while burying Jack Cornette as a buffoon, before officially declaring the return of the Death Pack and warning the entire roster that Kim is sending contracts.
I don't hear it.
And you either join them or you get buried next to Brett, because no cavalry is coming and the Death Pack era has begun. That sends us straight into Magnum AI, raging that his promo last cycle was taken from him after Zizix attacked him, calling Zizix an ungrateful thug who owes his championships to Magnum's guidance, and warning that Zizix is headed for a hospital stay. Magnum then lays out his list of NWL wrestlers who are beneath AI: Dynasty Terry Duncan, Cruise Missile, Captain Impact, Big Bone Ben, Lowdown Johnson, the Uryu Finisher, and Shaken Blake, before ripping Crush Groove, saying the new champs only won because he defended the belts alone. He mocks Jira and Rachel Kahneman with a brother marriage joke, tells Prince Pimplefire he's going to learn fear, tells Ryan Rivers that nostalgia is lazy, and flat out says, "You Ryan, you suck." Then the cycle throws in breaking news that Magnum AI beat up actor Timothy Hutton at Willowick Comic-Con for saying Falcon and the Snowman was better than Taps, and promises to destroy Captain Midnight. That takes us backstage to Stylin' Savion Banks studying game tape when Crush Groove dances in, singing "Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride," as Banks breaks down the #1 contender match at Graduation, tells Groove to stay focused at ringside, avoid distractions like Eastlake women and Polish boys, and talks about entering the Frank Morano tournament and angling for the national tag titles. Groove reveals someone reached out about joining them for a 6-man team. Banks hates the idea, but tells him to make the call, and if it blows up, it's on Groove, before Groove dances out again. We cut to the Canesman home, decorated like a Hallmark movie, with Jira and Rachel presenting their naughty list featuring Magnum AI, Crush Groove, and Savion Banks, Mark Botch and Mac Truck Murphy, Brian Clothier, and Gary Morris, promising season's beatings for everyone on it. Rachel unleashes fire, saying she wants to rip Groove's throat out, promising the Canesman family will be tag team champions, roasting Brian Clothier for his career collapse after losing to Botch, mocking Botch's title win, and insulting Baltimore. Jira closes by loving his wife's fire and announcing he's heading upstairs to unrat Mrs. Claus. From holiday cheer, we go straight to backstage terror as Mark the Fan Botch storms into frame, drenched in MK Ultra fumes, slamming things around, while Gene Poole proudly calls him his experiment gone right. A weapon, a masterpiece of controlled chaos. Botch chugs an MK Ultra, smashes the can on his head, throws it at Todd Ogerland, screams that he doesn't talk, he breaks, he smashes, he brings violence, and storms off, tearing up the hallway, while Gene Poole calmly says, "Perfect." Right after that, G-Force Gary Morris stands calm, taped ribs and all, saying the loading dock brawl showed the truth, that Botch wasn't fighting him, he was fighting reality, calling him a mean idiot hopped up on MK Ultra violence, and promising that in the Eastlake street fight, no DQ, no countouts, anything goes. He's taking the Grand Prix championship back. From there, Ryan Rivers in a dark loading dock cuts a promo killing the idea of an NWL pecking order, calling it a popularity contest, saying he refuses to wait for permission, and declaring himself the disruptor, the new effin' show, who will drag every comfortable champion down as he rises. Then the great entertainer Brian Clothier delivers an absolute tirade, saying the NWL has the worst roster in the IWA, that nobody matches him in any category, and that for the second PPV in a row he's facing someone not even on the roster. He blames Luther for not bringing in real talent and warns that if one more nobody gets a contract, someone leaves in a stretcher, declaring he's the engineer of the money train, the one the fans come to see. And he is done waiting. Things get worse for Clothier, because after his tag match win in Manchester, the lights go out. 25 old TVs flicker on, showing his victories. Then his losses. Then his old IWAR draft promo, before a message warns that his NWL empire is cracking beyond repair. All the screens then show Zizix pinning him for the tag titles, ending with the glowing symbol from Zizix's mask across every screen, while Clothier looks rattled and Morris tries to calm him. We jump to Prince Pimplefire cutting a promo demanding the mic, talking about his new crown, Oxypods for camera glow, preparing to expose something. And then the feed cuts off mid-sentence. Finally, the cycle ends with the spotlight on Dynasty Terry Duncan, who says the NWL didn't sign another athlete. It was claimed, absorbed, and elevated the moment he walked in, declaring the beginning of the Duncan dynasty, calling out Jesus, Mark Botch, Brian Clothier, Gary Morris, and Magnum AI, saying he doesn't care about their reputations because he is the new standard, and the dynasty doesn't wait for permission. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your NWL cycle recap. This is Ian Mooney, and I need an oxygen tank after that one.
Thank you, Ian, for that incredible report on the NWL. Guys, keep in mind that the next pay-per-view will be Graduation, and that will be Cycle 246. 246.
Oh, boy.
Which is when? When is that? What cycle are we in now? 245?
NWL?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You are in.
I am in 245 as we speak, so that'll be next cycle for that pay-per-view.
By the way, I don't know if I've had a chance to show this yet. Camera get it or not. Uh-oh. You there?
No, I'm here.
Okay. If you can see, I have a special shirt on tonight.
Oh, let me see.
See if I can. I don't think it's showing up.
No, I see it. There it is. There it is.
That's right. Ohio.
I got mine coming in the mail as well. Mine is black with white letters in it. Ridiculous.
Let me just tell you, they shrink up like if it's the same one I got it from. They shrink up fast.
Okay.
I was like, first time I wore it, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Second time, I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do?
All right, Matt. Where do you want to go? BRL.
Oh, well,
I think we owe the guys for that late start today.
That's right. BBL.
BBL. Go for it.
All right. So BBL number 578. League champion wins 10 free matches. The notorious Jesus. TV champion, shockingly, He-Man Hogan. In realms of feuds, Hogan had the TV belt. Warpig took it from him, and Hogan took it back. Old school. Central Plains, Jesus DFU. East Coast champion, Sultan Bloodspill. Great Lakes champion, Tombstone. Middle Atlantic champion, Jesus WFU. Northeast champion, Nick Rage. Pacific Northwest champion, Brute. Rocky Mountains champion, Psycho Bolt. Southeast champion, Skullfire. That's a Boston way to say it. Skullfire, kid. Southwest champion, Tyrant Farah. West Coast champion, Phantom Scorpion. Northeast champion, Nick Rage. He's Chelsea. Pacific Northwest champion, League Tag champions, Colby Black and Ryder Black. TV Tag champions, Nick Rage and Max Ferreira. The League Six-Man champions, Nick Rage, Blake Bloom, and Phantom Scorpion. TV Six-Man champions, Mr. Smith, Corporal Punishment, and Pork Rind. And the Battle Royal winner, winning 27 free matches, Pork Rind. So, this cycle was the pay-per-view cycle results. So I'll go to the lineup. And had a first blood match between Borg Genesis and the Milkman. We had a single elimination falls count anywhere, and it was Jesus, FU, DFU, YFU, DFU, WFU versus Wolf, Dire Wolf, and Apocalypse. A first blood tag match. La Chilindrina and Super Mechamus versus Barry O'Toole and Blake Bloom. The 510 Championship in a Russian chain match. The Russian Destroyer versus Alpha Hotel and DF Rage. The Ghidorah 6-man match. Mr. Smith, Pork Rind, and Corporal Punishment versus Nick Rage, Blake Bloom, and Phantom Scorpion. Hounds of Hell tag. Dominant Factor, Wrath and War versus Fastball Louis Ratcliffe and Xavier the Beast. I don't know if those matches will change with what's happened. KOH Championship Street Fight. Skullfire versus Warpig versus He-Man Hoven. So those results will be in the next bulletin, and you'll see them right up for that in our coverage. So get ready for that. Get back here. Let's see. BBL wise, I see the guys coming in. So should note that depending on your stance, this is the beginning of a new year, rankings wise. Some of my SOS buddies could be in there. They would tell you. No, but anyways, you're going to see a lot of the former players come back in January and February, so expect to see more new faces or old faces coming back in. Yeah, so there you have it.
All right.
BBL, good amount of matches, too. We had, I think it was 70. There were, 1 second. 72 cards. So pretty, I'm sorry, yeah, 73 cards. Pretty good. So jumping on the action there. Get bloody.
I dig it. All right. Ryan, you still with us? You fall asleep?
Nope, still here.
Do you want to do IWL?
Sure, let's fire that one up.
Fire it up.
Time to party.
Oh, Independent League number 218. League champion Joe Boring. TV champion.
Still around?
Yes.
Does he not TT at all?
No. We missed Brad's promos.
Yeah, they're so good.
New York champion Windsor Detroit. LA champion The Maltese Monster. Boston champion The Chameleon. Detroit champion Death Valley Drifter. Cleveland champion Bill Bonecutter. Dallas champion Bob Bonecutter. Memphis champion Pop Culture Peter Cross. Miami champion The Pilot. San Francisco champion Al Gore Black Star. Chicago champion Ultimo Astro. League Tag Team Champions, the Shotgun Kid and the Golden God Brady Buckshot. TV Tag Team Champions, Excelente Astro and Ultimo Astro. League Six-Man Champions, the Pilot, the Dam Builder, and the Sailor. TV Six-Man Champions, Suyu Pai, Windsor Detroit, and On Point, Edward Port Huron. And Battle Royal winner, Windsor Detroit. And... all right, what's going down? Just waiting for the lead-in that everyone else has gotten, but I guess different rules for me. All right, makes sense.
No, I didn't get it either. It's okay.
Scrolling through. Looks like you got the Astros calling out the Amazing Graces. The Chameleon, words for Death Valley Drifter.
I think the big news, IWL-wise, would be the Best of the Best tournament being there next year.
Oh.
So that's going to clog up the league with lots of tourists. So there you go.
Yeah. Well,
hopefully I'm I'm going to try to get in on that one, but I've always wanted to be in that thing when it was in an actual gold league.
You want to tell us what this Best of the Best is?
Sure. So the Best of the Best tournament is essentially
great film, by the way.
Yes.
Eric Robinson.
It is. Well, what they do is they offer the 16 spots to the top wrestler managers in the league in the IWA over the last year, and it's just a fun company. I did it a couple of years ago, and it's fun. You have a single, tag, and 6-man, and you go head to head, and you have to win 2 out of 3 matchups to advance. And it's hard because you have the quote unquote best players in the game, all competing. And I think it was in Diamond or Steel when I did it last. My only time I did it. But I'm hoping to get it on this one. It's fun. It's very competitive. And what it is, it's $25 per entry. So the winner gets a caboodle full of things. I don't know how Darren's going to split the money. I was kind of telling some ideas. I had to break it out so you have more winners. Because if you win more than $100, it's like at that point you're like whatever. We all can't be Ryan with his big prize pool. He wins to himself.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Yeah.
Corruption.
It is unbelievable.
It's like when I won Soul Survivor twice.
That's right. Yeah, so that'll be starting up in January, I believe. So we're gonna load that up.
So is it a singles tournament?
No, it's all three. So you have three matchups each cycle. Your singles guy goes head to head with the other guy's singles guy. Your tag team goes head to head, and so it can take a few cycles to get it actually all played out because you got to win 2 matches in each category to advance.
So I think I had something like that a long time ago in the IWA. I called it the World Series of Wrestling, and everyone said it was too confusing to do again.
Did you win it too?
No, I don't believe I did. But you put in a trio, and then you had a trios tournament. You picked out 2 guys to be the tag, and then the other guy was the singles. And basically, how you finished, if you won the tournament, your team got 10 points. If you finished second, you got 8. All the way down.
The Von Schnaps won that probably.
Probably. Yeah. So that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, good for the IWL.
I dig that. So, guys, brief news on the AI front. I suggest anyone who's currently using AI to switch over to Nano Banana. It's insanely good. So I think that's going to be the hot new AI for the next couple of months until the next new hot AI comes out. So Nano Banana. For images, at least. All right, so where do you want to go next? Let's see. I'll do WTL. How about that?
Do it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to change logos here midstream.
You're a bum, Rocky. You're a bum.
It's not easy to do. It's probably
still the BRL logo. What are you doing? You're killing me.
It's actually the ACW.
I'm behind.
Logo.
Never mind.
ACW logo.
That's a dope logo, by the way.
Yeah, I think Ryan should start using it, but that's all another story for a different.
Hannah Banana, is that what you called it?
Nano Banana. It's really good. All right, so where that one stands apart for everyone else, if you take an image that you already have and then you would write the adjustments you want in the image. So it's if you see 2 guys fighting, I'll give you an example. If you have a picture of Stallone, right, and he's punching Drago, but I want to take off the boxing gloves, you can remove boxing gloves. It will take off the boxing gloves and have Dave Fist underneath. It does stuff like that. Right. Or if you want to add a logo somewhere onto it, where it feels more like you're not just putting it on top like you would do Photoshop, it's actually embedded in the image. It does that very well. All right, Western Trails League, or the Western States Heritage League, is what I call it. Western Frontier Champion Mange, Lone Star Champion, the Impact player Leon Phoenix, Central Plains Champion, the Reprobate Lanny Teague, Mexico Champion King Cowboy Schlitz, Dodge City Champion Picasso, Tombstone Champion Nat J. Love, Prairie View Champion William H. Bonney, Widowmaker Champion Cecil Howard Calvert, Badass Champion Doc Holliday, Cripple Creek Champion Joseph Little Joe Cartwright. Who's the big Bonanza fan? Because I am. My dad used to make me watch that all the time. He loved that show. Southwest Champion Whiskey Wade Everett, Chisholm Trail Champion the Wyoming Cowboy, Western Frontier Tag Team Champions Joseph Little Joe Cartwright and Eric Haas Cartwright, Lone Star Tag Team Champion Picasso and Mange, Western Frontier six-man champions CB Reinhardt Sr., Air Assault Reinhardt Jr., and Battlein Jack Brocious. Lone Star six-man champions Changehall Chuck, Mid-South Maxwell, and Super Dragon. And your Bunkhouse Brawl winner, the Impact player, Leon Phoenix. So what's going down in the WTL? They have a pay-per-view coming up, don't they? When is that? Let's see.
Yes.
Oh,
Sheriff of the Ring.
Sheriff of the Ring.
Write-ups in this issue.
Okay.
So
Sheriff of the Ring. It's probably a play on the King of the Ring, which I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. So solid league. Ricky Spanish is there now. So that's all you need to know moving forward.
right.
But good stuff going on. So everyone take some time out. Read the TT as always. Yeah, it's fantastic. Matt, where do you want to head to next?
Let's see here. BWL.
BWL.
All right, Black Widow champion. Queen Bee, Sarah B. Money. This is cycle 63. TV champion, Rachel Yamazaki. Battle Royal winner, Enchantress. Japanese Idol champion, Enchantress. Joshi champion, Mother D. Senjo champion, The Black Soul, Lizzie Robin. Luchadores champion, newcomer, Tracy Sullivan. Cholitas champion, Bandita. Bellatrix champion, Rachel Van Dorn. Themyscira champion, Fallon Donovan, also a newcomer. Hollywood champion, Veruca Salt. Sin City champion, Aria Gunpowder. And the Willowbook champion, somehow, the Queen, Gina Colada. So this cycle was the results for the Spitfire pay-per-view.
Oh.
And yeah, I want to mention, too, I've told people if you're going to see a lot of tributes to Catfish Rob throughout the IWA this cycle, so take a look around the leagues and just, people have to say about him. It's some nice stuff. So, the pay-per-view, should mention, too, BWL, next cycle, January cycle, tag team and six-man titles, well, six-woman titles, will be in the BWL. And you can also spend more than $5 if you want. You can still do the $5 deal. That's still there. But you can spend what you like. So BWL, because Wildfire Betty Red, which is one of Rob's longtime female wrestlers, in honor of Catfish Rob, they're doing the Wildfire Betty Red Memorial Tournament. The winner will be crowned the inaugural Wildfire Champion. There's some really nice artwork on these belts. The next pay-per-view is Cage Fury. And right now, let's talk about, oh my God, the Kimberly Cup is also going on. I haven't mentioned that last time. So the Kimberly Cup is kind of a homage to the G1, except it's in honor of our favorite IWA email answerer, Kim.
She's a heel now.
She's a heel, that's right. She snapped. So the results, let me get to it here. Oh, I don't think they put them in. Well, I'll show them. So the big news really is that I would say is that Gina Colada defeated Rachel Van Dorn to become a two-time women's IWAR world champion. So that was pretty shocking, but cool nonetheless, because storyline-wise, it had been a whole year of Gina talking about earning the shot, winning the Queen of the Ring tournament to earn that shot, and did just that. So, let's see here. What else is going on? Well, the next pay-per-view is going to be called Cage Fury 4. I can't believe we still have the same pay-per-view named Cage Fury.
It should have been Caged Heat. That was my recommendation, but that's the reason why I don't play in the BWL.
Yeah. So what we will do for the Wildfire title match at that pay-per-view will be the winners of Block A and Block B. The global title match, Bandita will go against the Cycle 63 League champion. Triple threat, Lizzie Robin, the champion, will defend against Huntress and Enchantress in the All-S matchup. The tag champs, Gina Colada and Bring to Pain, will take on the inaugural tag team champions. So next cycle is very important. So there's lots going on, and just it's a fun league, and it's getting bigger. People are coming in for the tournaments. So there it is, EWL.
Yeah, Tracy makes an appearance.
I know, I saw
That's
that.
weird. I wonder what she's doing
Saw
there.
that.
What a jerk she is. Unbelievable.
Yep.
All right, so where are we heading to next?
Let Ryan do the CWL.
All right, Ryan, you up for the CWL?
No, I'm gonna do the RTL. I was actually pulled that one up and trying to.
All right, do the
Oh,
RTL.
there you go. All
There you
right.
go. Do it up.
All right, RTL number 50. League champion Snacks, TV champion Uncut Gem Greggy Money, Central Plains Timmy 2 Cents, East Coast Must See DB Greasy, Great Lakes Heartthrob Dan Corvette, Mid Atlantic Papa G RIP or Papa G RIP, one of the two. Northeast Pastor Clever, Pacific Northwest Whitefoot, Rocky Mountains Xander Thane, Southeast Uncle Slow-Mo, Southwest the Sugar Don, West Coast. Oh boy, that's it. Josu. Okay.
You guys used to laugh at me all the time. Unbelievable.
Oh, I still do.
That's fair enough.
League Tag Team Champions Masked Militia 1, Masked Militia 2, TV Tag Team Champions Hades and Dionysus. League Six-Man Champions The Texan, Automatic Slim, and T-Bird. TV Six-Man Champions Uncut Gem, Greggy Money, Derek Cash Styles, and Thomas T.D. Banks. Battle Royale winner was Uncle Slow-Mo. And it looks like this cycle was their write-ups for their pay-per-view, if I got this right. The Unnatural Disaster. And I'm looking at, I gotta see, Greggy Money kept the heavyweight title. I just read there was a new champion somewhere else too. I'm now missing it. But yep, Unnatural Disaster pay-per-view in the books here, and just quickly scrolling through, got some good pictures. There's Iceman. Remember him from the draft? Hydro.
Yep.
And that's what's going down in the Rolling Thunder League.
All right, man. I dig it. Apparently, the RTL winners are going to change because the Bullseye Syndicate is in the house.
That's right.
You ever watch that show In the House with LL Cool J?
No.
No one watched that show?
Just you.
I was the only one. You guys didn't watch UPN 9? It was on right after Homeboys in Outer Space.
It doesn't sound familiar.
So it was
Homeboys
LL
from
Cool
Outer
J,
Space,
and then it was Carlton from The Fresh Prince was on that show. What's wrong with you guys? It's a good show.
All right, you gonna do CWL? Or you want me to do?
Yeah, I'll do CWL.
Okay.
Let it roll up. Rolling. Continental Wrestling League number 348. League champion Hardin Dabouf. TV champion Midnight Scorpion. United States champion Nature Boy Phil Landers. Yukon champion Blitzkrieg. Caribbean champion Titus Castle. Amazon base champion Diamond Daddy. British Isles champion Barry USA Stevens. Arabian champion the author of Agony LePage Turner. South African champion Battle Axe. Siberian champion the Baron Clyde Bixby. East Asian champion Armageddon. Oceanic champion The Major Benny Factor. League Tag Team Champions winning 5 free matches, Shane the Train Gloom and Meek Mind Zenith. TV Tag Champions, The Major Benny Factor and The Genuine Artificial. League 6-Man Champion Axel, Alex, and Alex Von Schnapp. TV six-man champion, the Major Benefactor, Nature Boy Phil Landers, and the General Artificial, and your Battle Royal winner, Blitzkrieg. So what's going down in the CWL? Well, we got Wrestle Frenzy. That's coming up shortly.
Yes, that's
the cycle.
Yep. It's the results are in the in there, and you can see all the shocking mayhem.
Did someone die?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough. So make sure you guys read up on this pay-per-view. Fantastic stuff.
I will say that
How Barry Stevens didn't win, I'd have no idea.
Oh, Barry Stevens lucked into a belt, so good for me. I'll take it. The first thing is that the series between the Von Schnaps and the Destruction Crew was won by the Destruction Crew 4-2-1. So
there's my man TZ in the house, baby, all day.
It's tough. The other thing is, of course, the surprising arrival of Author of Agony to Paige Turner. Also Miracle Belt. I had a weird cycle this round. Like the Lucha belt was the luck. I was like, oof. So it's all right. But yeah, a lot going on in CWL, a lot of fun. So jump in, get involved. And had some player movement. So, there's some time to get in there and get it going.
I dig that.
All right.
Where do you want to go, Matt?
I think all we have left is BRL, right?
Yes. Unless you want to do the Casting Couch League.
No, I'll skip that one.
Fair enough.
I'll let Ryan do it. All right, so Battle Royal League 646. League champion retaining Fatty the Butcher.
What?
Don't ask me how. Huh?
He's still around?
He's still around.
He died.
Yeah.
I thought he had an Ozepic overdose.
Yeah, no, he got. Remember Luther Alexander had his body fat, it turned into muscle, and he became jacked.
Yes.
That was my favorite transitions. So yes, Fatty wins $25.
That's the only one, from what I understand.
That's right. $25 in IWA credit. Also winning $25 in IWA credit. Low Blow Letamaki. TV champion Hillbilly Voodoo Dox Holland. Central Plains River the Ferryman Boggs. East Coast champion Tsuyoshi Mazoku. Great Lakes Genrico Genichiro Teriyaki. Mid-Atlantic Brendan McFlaherty. Northeast Boink the Child Entertainer. Pacific Northwest American Destroyer. Rocky Mountains Low Blow Letamaki. Southeast Rory McFlaherty. Southwest Andrew Ace Armis. And West Coast Fenris. And our tag champions retaining for 5 free matches, the McFlaherty brothers, which broke their own record, becoming 13-time tag champions, or cycle champions. Then TV tag, Diabolical Ricky Savage and Sid Credence, 6-man champions, the McFlahertys and Michael Prezbalewski, TV 6-man champions, Tiny Georgian, Crusher Nutella, and Low Blow Letamaki. So
what's going down in the BRL?
Well, I would invite everyone. I mentioned before some of the IWA bulletins as cycler, remembering Catfish Rob. Jimmy did an amazing job with this episode of Tuesday Night Grand Slam. If you give it a read, you'll see where we kind of wanted to kind of blur the lines of reality in the game as a way to say goodbye and to make it make sense. Because I remember when Tim passed away last year, it was out of the blue. It was like we're all stunned. And same thing with Rob. So we've done something where we use this to become a catalyst for something else. So I would say if you go in there and read that, Jimmy does an amazing job with the stats and graphics, and
kills it every time. You don't miss. So, you don't miss.
And he was really busy, so he had to cram this out. So great job, Jimmy. He couldn't be here tonight. He had something he's going to work tomorrow morning or something. Deal with that. So, anyways, there's a lot of pictures in there, and you'll see a lot of the pictures throughout the various bulletins and the IWAR mag. So, take a look, give a read. Let's see here. Other BRL notes of news of note. We have WrestleRama coming up next, so we're going to have a lot of matches that are going to be on the Tuesday Night Grand Slam that are going to be qualifiers for the WrestleRama Battle Royal, which is the Royal Rumble format. And let's see here. I'm jumping around. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Just BRL's packed full of action, and as a result of Raw's passing, we have two things. One is that Squeakums the Clown's spot in the North American title match is going to be replaced. We're working on that, and then the Global Tag Champions Ricky Salt and Robert Pepper, they'll be vacated, and the match between the Dazzles and the Armed Forces will become the title match. So there'll be more stuff going on and being revealed. So I invite you to check out the BRL, get in on the action. It's a fun league, and we're always looking for more fun. So that's what's going down.
Absolutely. All right, man. What's going down? IWAR wide.
Well, I was asked by Johnny B to talk about the Imagine Mania results, so I'll do that. So some of the folks from here, and one of the fun things about the IWA events is I do this almost every time, is discovering the real name of a manager like behind a wrestler. So the remember the Imagine Mania 4 was all about the odd named locations.
Yep.
So the accident champion was Frederick Charles Harford from the WTL. The Booger Hole champion was Machine, run by Scott Brinson of Florida. So there's one. Then Corey Workman's primetime Logan Thomas won the Boring Championship. How did Joe Boring not win that? TaylorMade John Whidden, also managed by Corey Workman, won the Chunky Championship from ACW. The Coupon champion was Papacito from the RTL, run by Jason Franks, who, by the way, was mentioned. Jason writes, I think 4 or 5 different characters, and they're all very different. It's kind of cool. Let's see here. Papacito also won the Crapo Championship. And Ray Del Mundo, managed by Blake Morgan and Gary Casabry from Mississippi, of the IWL, won the champion of Crooksville. Blake Bloom won the Ding Dong Championship, run by the Mouth of South Dan Harrell. Agent 26 by Tim Paulino won the Dinosaur Champion. Let's see here. ACW's TaylorMade John Whidden also won the Flushing Championship, which, by the way, was also the most sought-after championship. And I always think of Frank Morano because he was from Flushing, New York. Let's see here. Agent 26 also won the champion of Goobertown. And the Good Grief champion went to Nocturnal Death of the BRL, run by Gary Morris. And let's see here. Whoever R Squared of Virginia is, runs He-Man. I don't know who that would be. Let's see here. Gross champion was also John Whidden, the ACW. El Grandioso from the BRL, Bill Sloan. Let's see here. Captain Midnight, a rookie, Gabriel DiGennaro, won the Hurt champion. Oh, sorry. Grandioso was the Hard Up champion, and TaylorMade John Whidden was the Gross champion. Papacito from RTL also won the champion of Idiotville. Brad Turvey's Whiskey Wade Everett won the Little Hope, Texas championship. Primetime Logan Thomas, the ACW, also won the championship of Looneyville, Texas. And, of course, Agent 26 won the Mudbutt Championship. That's terrible. Swamp Sock Jr. from ACW won the No Name Champion. TaylorMade John Whidden, also of the ACW, won the Champion of Nothing, Arizona. Good Lord. El Moscado won the Peculiar Champion of Peculiar, Missouri. Let's see here. So it's going through. BRL, Punk Rock Mike won the Sleepy Eye Champion. And that was all of them. Wow. So well done, all of those folks who won that. It is always a fun thing to do. I had low hopes myself when I went because I had a bad cycle last time, but still it's fun. And you can see the full results on that homepage. Is a link you can click to and see all the results and see how you finish with your wrestlers. I do want to mention that Rob Ratliff's Hall of Fame inductees, and special thank you to, let me pull this email up. Where is it? Oh, boy. Of course, I can find it now. Let me see here. There was, I got donations from players who helped out. So I wanted to thank Derek Leffridge, who donated $1.3 million. Tom Flesher for $1 million, Larry Sullivan for $1 million between two wrestlers, Billy Blunt $1 million. Mike Cook donated 2.5, and I put 2.3 with Barry. And what we did is that covered the gap, if you will, for some of the wrestlers who didn't quite make it, and he got close enough for the others. But there were a couple of things. So I'm going to read off Catfish Rob's wrestlers that are in the Hall of Fame now. B.A. Fox, the BBL, Chief Moose Cross Fox in the RTL, Double R Rob Ratliff in the BRL, the Fastball Louis Ratcliffe in the BBL, Jane the Vixen Red in the UCW, Mad Max Red Wolf in the BRL, Muskrat Joe in the LWL, Queen Vixen Red in the BBW, Ricky the Fox Steamboat in the UCW, Squeakums the Clown in the BRL, Sonny Rose in the GAL, Tessa the Fox Red, UCW, Trapper Jesse Blue in the BBW, Violent Victoria Red in the UCW, and Wildfire Betty Red in the BWL. And we also covered it to get in Matthew Van Slaughter, which was one of Tim Clark's wrestlers. And the reason we did that was Tim Clark's Matthew Van Slaughter and Rob's Jane the Vixen Red were a team called the East-West Connection for many, many years, coming out of the NWL and the BRL. And they're one of the third ranked all time or fourth ranked all time in the BRL for tag teams. And they did really well. And it was really nice to kind of people come together and help do that. I also want to mention, this is a little jumping the gun a bit for the end of year awards, but I want to let people know that as far as some of the leagues, Rob's wrestler Squeakums the Clown will be BRL Wrestler of the Year. His wrestler B.A. Fox will be the BBL Wrestler of the Year. And I think that was all of them. Yeah. So it's nice that, Rob had always wanted to be Wrestler of the Year with one of his wrestlers, and he did it, in 2 leagues. So really nice to that. So really happy that happened for him. As far as IWA wide event, actually IWAR wide events, that is, couple of things. Let me pull it up here. So first of all, and I explained this in the latest IWAR magazine. If you haven't seen it, obviously you're going to see we did quite a bit of a tribute to Rob. And I wanted to kind of capture a bit of him. I put his obituary in there. I also put his wrestler list in there. Some of his artwork over the years, which as much as we put in there and as much as Jimmy put in there, it still doesn't do him justice. There were so many funny pictures and cartoons over the years. I want to say it was Foxwoman Santana and the UNL. Oh, no. What was the League with the Monsters? Everyone was either a horror killer or whatever. And Foxwoman Santana, I want to say he Foxwoman bit somebody's balls off. It was ridiculous, just ridiculous. When you pay good money for that. So, anyways, yes. So, anyways, there's also some of the covers that his wrestlers were on the IWAR magazine, and so, a lot of us are going to do events to honor Rob and remember Rob, and I wanted to do one sooner rather than later. Right now, Tom's running the Tim Clark Memorial. So what I did is I took the Lethal Lottery Trifecta tournament, which is a 6-man tournament, and instead of holding that, I'm going to just put the people that signed up for that. It was a free event anyways. They're going to be put into the tag team one in the summer if they want to do it. So what we did is we took that event slot and made it a 6-man tournament. And I'm going to figure out how I'm going to run it, but I'm taking the top 6-man trios out of each of the IWAR leagues, and they'll be representing their league, and then we'll get it down to 4 and 2 and whatever. But it's called the Catfish Clark Classic. Thank you, Scott, for coming up with that name. And just a way to remember those guys. And those guys were, I swear, every time I had an event, 1 and 2, they would be like, I'm in. I want to be in. Or they'd ask, what's the fees or whatever. This event's free, and I'm doing it for 2 reasons. One is I know it's late, last second. I don't want to worry about getting people in. But, certain guys in the game, they want to be more involved in events, but some events are priced and they can't really afford it. So I want to make it just a free, fun event. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. The winner of this event will get an IWAR 6-man title shot. So that's the prize right there. The ladder match battle royal has happened. I have the results. And no, I'm not telling you.
Ah,
Uh, I I will say that the final five are really good. So I'm looking forward to writing this. This will be in the January bulletin and or IWAR mag. And this we'll don't forget 56 was official entry to 56, and the top two winners or top two wrestlers left will split that amount, and then they will each get a briefcase for an IWAR title shot. So all you have to do if you win that briefcase is tell me when you want to cash it in before the cycle runs. So if you say to me like 1 o'clock on a Tuesday, hasn't run yet, I'm feeling good, let's run it. You've declared it. And with both guys having briefcases, it's gonna be interesting to see who pulls it off. A reminder: there is still time left to get in your nomination for the IWAR Awards, and we have 18 so far. Please help us out. Send us whatever you want. Even if you're in one league, you want to submit that, that's fine. Just it helps it out. Every bit does. The Clash Champions, which is each league's top commissioner champion. What we're going to do now is instead of having it be like elimination, it'll be the 7 champions or the 7 Phil. We should back up. Phil Landers, the Nature Boy, is the current IWAR World Champion. He's also the CWL World Champion, so he's kind of taken out of the mix. So the remaining 7 wrestlers, it'll be a 2-cycle runoff, and then the best average out of those 2 cycles will be the next title shot. Okay, so Johnny B Cup will be starting in January. The Murano Memorial is starting in January. And a reminder, because I have the entries here, right now we have 38 entries into the Murano, and we have 80 entries into the Johnny B Cup. So that's that. So I'm trying to think what else is going on. I don't know. Anything you think of, Alex?
no, I think that's everything, bud.
Yeah. All right. We're good.
I think we are good. All right, everybody. So it looks like we are officially out of time. So for Ryan, for Matt, I'm Alex G. Have a good night.